Hi guys, I thought that I would make another awareness video today. Today's awareness video is about depression um, and feeling that when life gets so bad that you want to just end your life. Well, don't think like that. There's a lot of men who commit suicide more than women, younger men. They have depression and it's hard for them to handle. Do you know what I mean? And there is help out there. It feels like a never-ending road when you're depressed. It's horrible. You just feel like nobody else cares about you in the world. You just want to cry all the time. Negativity. Want to stay in bed. Don't want to entertain people. Not interested in anything. Trouble sleeping. Trouble eating. Panic attacks. Anxiety. Worrying, stress, can't leave house. There's loads of things connected to depression and people need to realise it more. I will see if I can find some links to put on my page, for you to get help out there. There's always somebody to talk to. The Samaritans, they're good at talking to people. Don't ever feel like that you ain't got nobody or you're low enough that you want to take your own life, or never feel like that you're alone, because you're not alone. You need to fight the depression. You need to get to the doctors, tell him how you're feeling, probably put you on medication, but they give you antidepressants because something in your brain isn't working right and you're not getting certain things to your brain what makes you feel happy, and it just makes you feel down. So that's why you take antidepressants, because they trigger this in your brain and they give you the happiness again. And there is happiness, there's always happiness. I mean, I do suffer with depression. I get me down days a lot. But I just try to smile all the time on video because I know that a lot of people have depression. The amount of people what messages me and says that they're really depressed. And I think that's why I get a lot of gifts and that, because I help so many people in my way, in my own different way. Do you know what I mean? And I hate to see anybody sad or crying or upset or stressing out, or say it's the end of the world and they don't feel like they've got nobody to talk to. But there is always, always, always somebody to talk to. When I post stuff, this page isn't just about me making you laugh. When I post stuff and people comment, if they've lost somebody or they're suffering with something, there's always somebody on them comments who will, be nice. When I come on my live and I wish somebody happy birthday, they all wish them happy birthday. Everybody gets meant to feel special on my page. Nobody gets pushed to one side. I try to speak to everybody. And I will help anybody if I can, especially anybody who's got depression, who's thinking there's no end to it, there's no end to this. There's always happiness somewhere. You've got to fight the depression. Do you know what I mean? You've got to think to yourself, right, I learned a trick to, if you've got a lot on your mind and you're stressing and you're worrying about it, I learned to do this. What you need to do is, if you're worrying all day long and you can't concentrate, you can't function, you need to spend about 1 hour of your day somewhere on your own. You get everything in your head, all your problems, what you're all worrying about in one go. Worry your little head off it for a full hour, half an hour if it'll do, right? And then once you've done that, right, you've got to think to yourself, there is a solution to every problem somehow, some way. There's always help, there's always solutions, there's always some way out of certain things. If you're in debt, get in touch with a company, tell them you're struggling. A lot of people have a lot of debt, so they want to commit suicide. They think it's the only way to sort it. They think they're going to be in this dilemma all the time. But believe me, you won't be. I have hit rock bottom. I've tried to commit suicide before in the past. I've self-harmed. I've punched myself in the face, banged my head on stuff, uh, drank, drank to drank to the extreme, caused trouble, got myself locked up, and it's all depression. As soon as I started making these videos, all I used to do was just sit in the house all day long, doing the same shit, different day, same thing every single day. And then a doctor once said to me, how are you going to, if you've been suffering like this for years, how are you going to turn your life around and get rid of it and help yourself and move on from it? And then somebody said that I was funny and that I could probably get popular on Facebook. And I thought, have I got the balls to do stuff daily? And here I am, still doing it. It's built my confidence up. I get up in the morning now. Whereas I used to get up and think, oh God, same again. I get up now. I put my phone on straight away. I'm straight onto my messages. Any messages what are annoying, like a troll, I don't even bother. I mean, it's like bullying. When you get bullying, that makes you depressed. People need to understand that when they bully people, you're causing somebody distress and you're causing them, like, it's easily to get in somebody's brain and say to them, something's rubbish of theirs. So you will actually think that when a couple of people are saying it, you will actually think that, and you ain't got to think that way. You've got to think positive thoughts. You've got to think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You've got to think there's people out there who's going to help you. I'll help you. I'll try my best. One of my followers is trying to stop drinking. I'm trying to help them. You need to, if you're feeling sad, do something what you think is going to make you smile. Go for a walk, go talk to a friend, watch something funny on telly. And I know it's hard. And it might not work straight away. Or they might go in that room for an hour on your own straight away. It might not work. But you can always give it a try, can't you? And you've got to think of it this way. When you're worrying about something and you feel like there's nothing you can do about it. You haven't got to feel like that. You've always got to try and always think positive thoughts. Don't think, I'm not going to sort this out. Oh God, what am I going to do? Because if you can't deal with that problem at that minute, there's nothing you can do about it. So what you have to do is you have to, instead of stressing out, worrying and thinking, you have to sit down, because I worry about stuff all the time. And all of a sudden I'll sit down and think about it. And then I sort it. Do you know what I mean? And all you have to do is keep calm, think about the situation, think what you're going to do, think what help you can get. And then you will be able to deal with it. And if you keep doing that, you'll learn. And if you keep thinking, I can't solve this problem right now, but it will get solved. That's what you've got to think. You've got to think positives. You need to fight the depression. You need to get it out of your system. Go to doctors if you need to do. Just get sorted out. But please, please, please don't ever think about committing suicide, because it's devastating. I know it's hard. It's hard for the person who's doing it, and they must be really, really feeling like there's no end in sight for to want to even attempt to do that. But don't, please, please, please try and get help. There is out there. There is like an end of tunnel. I am a perfect example. Right, I've been through a lot in my life, and look at me now. I can come on here daily, no matter what gets thrown at me, and I will handle it. I just laugh. Just think, whatever. It's unimportant to me. Somebody's slagging you off, they're unimportant. You don't know them. Why should you care about them? Why should you care what they say? Do you know what I mean? You need to be strong. You need to fight it. And let's beat depression. I hope this helps. I really, really hope it helps.